Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. Big up to everyone, guys. Big up to everyone. It's a revolutionized Saturday night. It's a revolutionized Saturday night, guys. Big up to each and everyone. I appreciate you guys for joining in on the live for tonight. It's May 9th. It's May 9th. Anywhere in the world that you are, guys, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Happy Slip and Slide Saturday. Happy Bossy Saturday. We are here. We are here. We are here. How are we feeling tonight, guys? Each and every one of you guys. How are we feeling? It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Big up to the chat. Big up to the chat. Toughhead, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in. Untouchable, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Special shout out to my members on my membership program. Guys, I believe we have 95 guys of you so far that joined into the membership program. Guys, it's never too late to join. Big up to my members, guys, anywhere in the world that you are. Big up on yourself. It's an absolute pleasure. All right, guys. As we are here tonight, guys, just with a couple of quotes for you guys tonight, right? As you know it, the rougher the storm, the higher the eagle soars. And the man who hides his fire burns the longest. All right, so the man who hides his fire burns the longest. Big up to each and every one. Thanks for joining in tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Don't forget to like the live on your way in. Don't forget about my new channel. Make sure that we're heading over there. We're liking, we're subscribing to the channel. All right, just going to go ahead and pin the link for my new channel, Mellz Vlogs, in the chat. That way you guys can go over there if you have not done so yet and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, thank you for your support. Guys, if you're active also on TikTok, you can follow me there too. I do post over TikTok as well, and I have the same name over there, which is Mellz One Side Revolutionist. So the page is over there. It's growing fast, guys. I am already able to go live over there. Have not gone live yet, but that is something that I'm definitely considering. I'm not 100% sure when, but that is something that is in the near future, guys. So big up on yourself. Thanks for joining in tonight. It's a pleasure to be here. All right, so we're still bossy and we're slipping and we're sliding all the way till summer and beyond. So as you know, it's a slip and slide bossy Saturday night. So we're checking in on all things bossy, all things slip and slide inside the Masicka universe. And you know, we always tend to check the numbers before we begin. Bossy's at 4.4 million views on YouTube. Let's continue to buy and stream Bossy on all major platforms. Slip and Slide is at 2.9 million views on YouTube the last time I checked it, guys, with 6.4K views per hour. So let's continue to buy and stream Masicka music on all major platforms. Again, guys, as we know it, Masicka is one of the most talked about consistent act in the dancehall space 2026. Keep streaming Life of Sin, again, Bossy as well, along with Slip and Slide on all major platforms, guys. Gunners, One Side in the building. Big up yourself, Gunners. One Side, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. All right, guys, inside the Masicka universe, guys, you know how we tend to kick things off. So tonight we're gonna look at and react to some of the videos inside the Masicka universe. Interacting with the fans is always a vibe, so we're gonna look on those videos and then we're gonna kick things off. Anything that's happening in the space, in the dancehall space, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Anything Masicka related, that's exactly what we're gonna be looking at. All right, so without further ado, all right, let's see what's happening in the Masicka universe. All right, so first we have a video here to share with you guys. All right, I'm gonna have to unshare and share because there's no sound, I believe, coming out. I literally just got the let me see here. All right, there's no sound, so I'm gonna have to unshare and share my screen again. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, this should be better. All right, here we go, guys. Big up to Angie for that one. Angie say, y'all know this is the summer banger 2026, right? Big up to Angie. We appreciate your video. Thank you for taking the time to making that video for us. All right, here we have another one here. Hold on for a second, from Miss Vibes herself. All right, big up herself, Miss Vibes. Thank you for posting this one for us as well. Big up yourself, Miss Vibes, for that one. It's definitely a vibes. Slip and Slide is definitely one of those songs as we know it. Once we hear it, we just want to move, we just want to vibe, and it's just always a vibe. Hence why, of course, we have it on our top list for, of course, we have it on our top list for the summer banger of 2026. Fully Touch in the building. Big up yourself, Fully Touch. I thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, Fully Touch. All right, guys, as we're in the Masicka universe, we're checking in with the fans, we're seeing their posts, and we're reacting to those posts, we're sharing them. Let's see what else we have in the universe. All right, here we go. Here we go. This one is from it's Lishi, if I said that right, or Lishi. Hope I said that right.
Said.
All right.
When Mas
Right. A suicide note, guys, is gonna always be a vibe. We know that suicide note is a big, 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 big vibe. Of course. Definitely one of my favorites from the album 438. Big up to Masicka for that one, for that banger. Definitely a song. When you talk about song with depth, this is something that we can definitely relate to. Suicide note. So big up to the artist for that one. Definitely one of my personal favorite. Big up to the artist for that, and big up to the fan who went out and posted this video. Big up to her. Big up to her. So you know that when we're in the universe, it's always a vibe, right? Whether we're dancing, whether we're singing, it's always a vibe. Check out this video from Curvy Steph, all right, with her Zuma last night class, right? Featuring, of course, Masicka on the Slip and Slide. Oh, where did the music go? All right, big up to Curvy Steph for that one. And she did indeed have a caption here. All right, that says summer is officially here with this song. All right, guys. So all we're hearing is summer, 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 right? We are here for it. We are here for it as we slip and slide all the way. All right. So when it comes to good music, you know that good music never postpone. Here we have another one here. Not a new song, but of course is one that always stick with us and always come back to resurface. Right, here's a brand new video from Is it Bouncer 6266? Big up to him for singing this Masicka banger.
Mannequin in a head. Just remember when you grade them travel fling in a dead. Go leave a pain in a me heart, sweating on me shirt. Long me for me top the chart and I think did a work. Me did not say. Mannequin in a head. So me never drop the guard, the whole city a late. Long me for me stack the million, get pitney afraid. You no fear crown, we a king for me bear. Yeah, life is a mystery. You just be brave. Fuck them history, we are not slave. We are short freedom, the kingdom and the cage and the queen them. Them have been done on like a page. Got me know poverty, make we full of rage. But we have it, and then the stage. Good music, you understand?
All right, big up to Bouncer for that one. It's greatly appreciated. Of course, you know that we're all kings and we're all kings and queen in our earth. Big up to Masicka for that banger. Again, definitely music that we can relate to. Definitely music with depth. All right, so as we make our way through the universe, what else we have here? All right, so again, music with substance, music with balance, and that people can obviously relate to. All right, here we have Toy here making her video in the club. I don't know if it's 5 a.m., if it's 4 a.m., but she's definitely having a vibe. All right, big up to her. Let's take a look at her video. Hold on, guys. I think I need to share and unshare my screen real quickly. Hold on. Definitely gotta. Yeah, I think the sound is not coming out of that one, so I have to unshare and share my screen again. Let's see. All right, this should do the trick. Let's play that one. All right, big up, Toy for that one. Big up to the artist. You know, it's a good look. And these are guys, these are brand new, fresh videos just posted. Nothing from the old archive, right? But big up to the artist. Big up to Masicka for that one. Just Skinny in the building. Big up yourself, Just Skinny. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining in. Great Normal in the building. Big up yourself, Great Normal. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Great Normal is greatly appreciated. And big up to each and everyone who's just joining in. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And of course, if you have not yet, click on the like button on your way in. Make sure that we're clicking on the like button on our way in. Guys, make sure we're liking up the live, right? Do the right thing, guys. Big up on yourself, guys, and thank you for joining in on the live. Big up on yourself. All right, guys, as we're here and we are inside the Masicka universe, I did came across this clip and I wanted to share with you guys, of course, with no other than the man himself. Of course, you know, it is Masicka. All right. All right, big up to the DJ, big up to the DJ. Everybody up, give them an update, guys. Big up to the DJ, big up to the work that he's doing and continues to do. Very consistent in the business right now. Highly, you know, in high demand, of course, and we just want to make sure that we're supporting him to the best of our ability. All right, not with noise, not with confusion, but of course promoting and of course, you know, imploring the fans to make sure that we're buying and stream on all major platforms. Here's another one here. How cute was this one, guys? Very cute, very short, but you know, it definitely made the universe today or tonight. All right, guys, let's take a look at this short clip. Yeah, that was so cute. All right, guys, it was a definite absolute pleasure. All right, and I do have another one here in the universe. All right, hold on this one. Hold on, guys. Have to share and share again. Hold on, have to share and share again. StreamYard not allowing me to be great, guys. Let's see. I have to share and unshare. All right, let's see what's happening here. All right. Here we go. Here we go. And this time we are bossy. We are bossy, bossy, bossy. All right, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at this one. This one will definitely have the party going, guys. Definitely have the party going. The song yeah hit different when it's a beat loud in your car, you fuck. Yeah, big up to Expedia for that one. It was greatly appreciated. Again, as you know, that Bossy, right? Bossy, guys, we're taking Bossy with us in the summer, you know, guys. We're still taking Bossy, not change about that at all. So we are Bossy and we're step and slide in a summer. Guys, Bossy definitely again. Remember, we want to hear them in the it at the party. Definitely go hear it at the party. We want to see the people them a dance to it. We want to see the people them a rock to it and a cause a bag of things to it. So again, Definitely a big vibe on Bossy, and we cannot forget about Bossy. Let's continue to buy and stream Bossy on all major platform, guys. Here we have another one from Cookie Baby. All right, let's see her video.
So they see me bring you on me mother gate up. At a good pussy, them me and a straight up. Whether them a call, you did and a wait. Put up on a walk on your legs, gonna shake. Wait, yeah. So they see me bring you on me mother gate up. At a good pussy, them me and a straight up. Whether them a call, you did and a wait. Put up on a walk on your legs, gonna shake. Wait, yeah.
Yep, everybody loved that song. You have the best fuck. All right, so Cookie, big up yourself. Thank you for bringing us down the memory lane with this banger from Masicka. We have Wildest Crocodile in the building, Wild Life out here, Mellz and all bad crooks. Big up yourself, Wildest Crocodile. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here tonight. Bigging up to everyone who is in the building tonight. Big up each and every one of you guys. Thank you for showing up and thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. As we dive a little bit and we move a little bit outside of the Masicka universe, right? Tonight I have a video from no other than Nico Fire. Nico Fire said that he has more influence than Vibes Cartel and Chris Brown on the song that they dropped, right? He had a few words. He had a few words, especially for the Gaza people. So let's take a look, guys, based on what Nico is saying, and let's see if we agree or we disagree based on what he has to say.
Have more influence than Vibes Cartel and Chris Brown on them own song. I'm going to explain to you. How comes me critique the song and talk my honest opinion and it is more viewed than actually the song? So Cartel, that mean you own me a piece of food, no, cause good publicity and bad publicity is always publicity. So me voice my opinion, which is factual by the way, have more viewed than the actual song on Chris Brown YouTube. Okay.
Guys, don't me have to go fact check that because me know Nico love ramping. Nico love ramping out. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna have to fact check that though. Nico said, guys, in the video that he did about sharing his opinion about the Chris Brown and Cartel song, his views has more, that video has more views than the actual songs. So I don't know what's going on there, guys. If that's true, like, I don't know what's going on. Gaza people, where are you guys? Why are we not supporting the artists and supporting the artist song?
Okay then. That means I'm a powerful na dancehall then. People are listening to me then. And the same Gaza minions them where make video about me and memes about me and tag me. When we go up on them page, me no see them a post even the same song. With them a say a bad song.
So what that tells me, I guess their priorities are not in order. If that's what's happening, I guess their priorities are not in order because we find, so I guess they find, not we, but they find so much time, focusing on the wrong things where they're supposed to be promoting their artist music. Instead, they're focusing on Nico's opinion, I guess. Well, I mean, that's just typical thing in the space, right? On social media, right? People get their feelings so hurt and they get caught up in a web and they just react. They react with so much emotions.
But them a post Nico Fire. Oh, that makes sense. I guess because never influence as strong as Vibes Cartel. And then feel like it's a threat. Me don't know, but uno answer for me.
Miss Jacob in the building. Big up yourself, Miss Jacob. How are you tonight? Big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. It's greatly appreciated.
Still no. Promoters, we book me already. We book me for 95,000, 100,000. On gone through the gate. You see new promoters then we book me. I think me need to raise my price. 140 me think they know. Yeah man. Because I'm going to help on the promoter in the party too. So do the right thing.
All right, guys. I don't know, like, I don't know how Nico tend to do these videos. Oh my goodness, with and just keeping his face also straight. Like, I think this man is a he's definitely a comedian slash whatever out there that Nico Fire does, in all honesty, because he tends to wear so much hats, out here, giving in his opinion, people getting their feelings, just giving us a whole laugh and just sharing his truth out here with people. So I mean, big up to Nico Fire, right? Post, like he said, post the video, Gaza people, post, like, you need to post about the video, not about him. So I'm big on that one. Make sure that we are posting, Gaza people, promote and post the song. and stop getting distracted by Nico. I am big on that one too. So y'all need to, pay Nico, I guess, for the free promotion, because based on what Nico is saying, whether it's bad publicity or it's good publicity, it's still publicity. So I mean, Gaza people are mad right now about Nico, but how are we feeling about that? Siobhan in the building. Nico fire big waste man. This song have what's that? So much zeros, 500Ks on Spotify. I mean, Siobhan, I would have to check that for myself and see, how factual that is. I have not checked to see how it's doing on Spotify. So I definitely would have to check on that. Schoolboy in the building. How are you, Schoolboy? Big up yourself. How are we doing tonight? Big up yourself. Thank you for being here tonight. Big up to everyone joining in. Big up to the ones. Big up to everyone joining in. All right. So, guys, how are we feeling about the Nico Fire video? I think at this point he's just having a field day trolling. He doesn't really care about what his what they say about his opinion. I guess according to him, he's just voicing his truth, or is just his opinion, that is. And I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, of course. So, all right, guys, I saw this video with this guy that was talking about the influence of the music, and this is something that I cannot scroll past whenever I hear about this conversation that talks about the influence and the influence of the music. So it seems as though that he had posted a video prior, and this video is and obviously based on the conversation, and this video is just like a follow-up from the video that he posted earlier. I mean, I didn't check for the previous video, but I was just able to relate based on this one that he had posted. All right, guys, let's take a look.
What the correlation between this and violence are going on in the country? I'm going to explain it to him easily, right? Because it look like when reading and comprehension did I go on him did there at the back of the class. I beat the drum. Pandex. So here we go. You have artists like Black Hero, Version, Iwan, right? Deep Joy. These artists sing positive music and get no good promotion and get no long run in this business, except for Iwan, because him special. Is it make really good music and him have longevity. But anyways, now you have artists like Chronicler, Skeng, just to name a few. But these are the most popular one within the space. Young artists who sing nothing but foolishness and no form of positivity.
I mean, like, just to kind of like chime in really quickly based on what he's saying, I think it's just a part of human nature where people tend to like what they like. And we have seen it happen over and over in the space where, based on what he just said, right, you have people who bring nothing but positive vibration, positive music to the space, right, and all that they get is ridicule for it. Not only that, but they don't tend to have the promotion behind it. And we talk about the promotion definitely. Yeah, and we talk about it up to yesterday and the day before and the day before that, right? In terms of the streaming value, right? Remember, a lot of these fan bases or a lot of these artists, they have their fan base behind them. So what tends to happen is they would, once they post a song, they have the promotion. That alone helped to promote the song or songs and keep that song or songs in the algorithm because the fan base is behind it. But then you have some artists who they don't have this big or broad fan base or these people pushing them up or this big promotional team behind them. So what tends to happen is they can create good music, but that music seems to like it doesn't go anywhere as far as streaming and replay value out there, whether on the radio or on social media overall. And that's why I always say that just because somebody is streaming and streaming and streaming does not mean that this person is a great artist. It doesn't mean that this person is a complete artist. And I tend to always draw that comparison with Masicka, because from time to time it is always said, all right, then Masicka drop a song and then over time it seemed like that the song itself, it slows down, right? Because remember, it has to do with the promotion behind it, how well the song is promoted or it's not promoted. It just grows organically. and if it's grown organically, and if the fan base is not behind it, pushing it 100%, or we have enough people, let's just say not the fan base, because we know we have the fan base out here supporting, but if we don't have enough people over time, constantly, consistently, promoting the song and keep it out there, we tend to see where that might be an issue or that might be a problem. I've made that comparison also with Nigeria, where when he dropped the song this year, it picked up speed fast, and before you know it, it was at 1 million views. But then over time, it tends to slow down. So it's not that Najiri perhaps did anything wrong or he's not doing what he's supposed to do. It's just that the song slowed down and the promotion and the push behind it is just not there. So I can see making the contrast between, of course, an artist who tends to sing some bag of foolishness, according to the public, sing some bag of foolishness, a song, what we would consider to be this foolishness, like songs that doesn't have enough depth for it. It cannot be played every and anywhere. Not everybody will gravitate to it. Not everybody will pick it up and run with it based on the fact that it has certain lewd or certain lyrics to it. While you may have certain artists who they put their self out on a limb and they do the work and it's a great body of work, but they do not get that push, and they do not get that replay value that they deserve.
Having kids coming out of school looking up to these artists as role models, of course it's gonna be influential, Virgin. That is
Yes, and once I heard this part about influential, like I was all over it, because again, I love when there's a conversation and influence and things like that would simply hop into the conversation. And we know whether we want to agree or we want to disagree, dancehall, well, music overall is influential. It is influential, and it has, some people say, influence is just always something good, and there's no such thing as bad influence and good influence. But in my opinion, influence is influence, right? Whether it's a positive influence or it's a negative influence on the youths or on the people. So I love where this conversation is going, as far as, yes, the music is influential and we know it can definitely be impactful. But as far as certain artists, when they tend to go out there and they do certain things, that is something to definitely talk about. Great Normal, big up yourself. Thank you for that free gifted membership tonight, Great Normal. Thank you for your support on the live for tonight with that free gifted membership, Great Normal. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Great Normal. Thank you for that gifted membership on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. For some reason, I did not see who our lucky winner is. Interesting. I'm not sure, Great Normal. I do not see who got that gifted membership. All right. Well, big up yourself, Great Normal. Thank you for your support on the live for tonight. It's greatly appreciated. Gaza Boss, Mellz, I see Chris Brown feature Vibes Cartel rather. Song surpasses Masicka Slip and Slide on Spotify streams. I mean, again, with the streaming conversation, it's just streams. It's just stream, Gaza Boss. That does not take away from the work that Masicka is doing. Does not take away from the influence that Masicka has in dancehall right now. It does not take away from the mere fact, of course, that Masicka is in dancehall and is doing his thing and is rocking dancehall. It does not take away from the fact that Slip and Slide is a complete body of work, right? So the stream does not make an artist complete. So yes, Chris Brown, right, with Vibes Cartel might surpass with stream, so what? But stream and impact are two different things. Right now we're talking about the skills. What can you tell me about the skill and the art behind the song that Chris Brown and Vibes Cartel has done? Just fucking party, like fucking and party. That's that's the influence, or that's the impact. I mean, that part we can talk about. So if we're going to talk about the stream, then we have to bring those things into the conversation as well. The depth of the music and how influential and how impactful it is in the musical space. All right, guys. All right, so we're here and we're listening to this video here by Robinson talking about the influence of the music overall on the youths. All right, let's continue to hear what he has to say.
Not up for debate. Now, saying it produced crime and violence is the next story. I don't know, but it is possible. Because guess what? The youth's brain desensitized to crime and
It's definitely a possibility. You don't want to literally say that yes, the music produces crime and violence, but in a lot of aspect it does, whether we want to admit it or not. I mean, we're grown people and we have been watching dancehall, or we've been in the dancehall space for quite some time, growing up on dancehall, and we see the things that happen, right? For example, look when Movado and Vibes Cartel, they were in their clash, right? And we had camps against camp, and there was a lot of things that happened. A lot of people, unfortunately, lost their lives, and a lot of people got hurt because everybody who repped who they repped, and they were so passionate about their artists and passionate about the clash and passionate about so many things that was happening in the clash, right? And it's not just Vibes Cartel and the whole Movado clash thing, but we have seen, right, that certain influence that Vibes Cartel have had in the music business, and that's what I said, lots and lots of times. Tariq Banks, big up yourself, Tariq Banks. Mellz Connect last song flop on the hill and gully. Yeah, we were talking about that a couple days ago, Tariq. Yeah, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it today as well. The song definitely flop. I told you guys I didn't like it. I'm telling you, like, I do have good taste in music. So when I heard it, and I critique it, it wasn't just to be, mean, or and Chronic Law, big up to Chronic Law. He's a good artist. But when something hit and when something miss, it just have to be talked about, and it just didn't hit for me. And and that's just where that is concerned. General Oosh in the building. Big up yourself, General Oosh. Thank you for joining in on the live. How are you tonight? Yeah, so we can again talk about Vibes Cartel and the influence he had in dancehall and still has in dancehall, because it's not like he's gone anywhere. He's still here, and we've seen certain influence, right? Him tell the girl them fi, fi suck good, right? Not not because, not necessarily that, but that was something that he so outright mentioned. Certain things that used to be taboo, he tell the girl them, say, yo, freaky girl, like him love freaky girl, and then the girls them just come out and whatnot. I remember that vividly, right? And not only that, but in terms of bleaching skin, there's so much kids that were in school like bleaching them skin, taking in them pants tight, and I wear clocks go school, things like that. So the influence definitely was there, right? So we can ask ourselves, what type of influence? Is it a positive influence on the youths, or was it a negative influence on the youths? It's all there. And then, not to mention, when we talk about the gun songs and everybody wants to be bad and everybody a chop the line and scamming and all of those things can be very influential on the youths. As we know, with the youths, they live what they learn. So if they live what they learn, obviously hearing these songs definitely will um play some type of role in regards to how they act and how they behave.
violence, not only because them are hear it in the music, but because them are live it in the society. So of course them are gonna take aside to what they are living and what them used to and where them are see. Why, as well thinking adults, when I say, all right, here we go on, we have bench these crime and violence songs, right? We have bench them negative songs, and we have push forward some artists, some youth to sing positivity. So at least the youth in a school can say, hey, people are sing positive song and them are make it and them are boss. Why we not do that? Why only the artists say with negativity we are let through the gate? That is the question. Make us switch it now. Let through some of the artists and we have positive music and good music, Virgin. It's that simple.
All right. So big up to Robinson for posting this one. Again, everybody has a voice, and it's good when that voice can be used to, of course, shed some enlightenment and shed some views around the music per se, and of course the influence that it has, whether positive or negatively, and of course share that, those artists who really are doing a good job, just to, I guess what we would say, Lego them shirt. Lego them shirt, I make them survive. Lego them shirt, I make them, be able to, to be an influence and to be a pillar for the youths them. That way they can definitely look up to them. Fully taught us, Mellz, may have a dream about you. You want me super chatted, Lord of God. Oh my days. Alright, it's up to you, fully touch. It's up to you, cause I know for some reason you just make me nervous. I swear. It's up to you, fully touch. It's up to you whether you want to super chat it or if you want to text it. If you want to keep it to yourself, I don't know. All right, Tariq Banks and Mellz, notice Vibes Cartel damage people, kids, childhood, and don't want nobody damages kid child. That's true, because that happens when, the parent, well, it could, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot for saying this. I mean, we've seen it and we've lived it, Tariq, as far as sometimes the parenting is not strict at home, where the parents just allow certain things to happen, right? And that's something for me that I am absolutely passionate about. Like, I don't have kids yet, obviously, but if I do, or when I do, like, there's certain things that, I will stand very firmly on. Like, kids, how are we allowing our kids to be in home, these young kids going to school and they're bleaching out their skins, they're just doing the most, and their parents just allow it to happen, right? So a lot of these things that we're seeing, especially from those kids who have grown up on the whole cartel era, is the mere fact that they're allowed to do certain things. And as parents, they need to understand that these kids are not their friends, they are parents, and they're parents for a reason. Yes, they might say things and the kids may not agree, or they might not like it, or whatever. They might, despise them somewhat at the moment, but again, it's all, to prep them and prepare them for the future. Like, I always said it, my grandmother, she was the one who grew me, and there were so many things, me and my other cousins, like, if we wanted to do, like, this woman never allow us to go anywhere except if we're going to the library, right? Never go anywhere. And we used to be so mad, and we just feel like, oh, we were just so cooped in, and we were so not getting to do what we wanted to do. But then the more I got older, the more I appreciate it, because who knows, if me did allow to live Lego, who knows what would have happened to me. So we have to respect the elders them, and as parents we have to just put we foot down and make the kids them understand and say, well, we are grown, not want to grow yourself, type of thing. So definitely agree with you on that one, Tariq, as far as the negative energy or the negative impact that Vibes Cartel have had on these kids. And if you notice, a lot of these people too, well, look at Vibes Cartel, he no longer bleaches him skin, but yet still have people out there who are bleaching them skin same way, right? Even though them role model or them idol no longer bleaches themselves, type of thing. So a lot of these things, you just have to teach people how to love themselves, because you don't only do certain things to yourself if you don't love with yourself. But that's another topic, maybe for a different day or for a different story. But yeah, but I mean, the influence in the music overall is a big thing. It's a big conversation that we can talk about for hours upon hours upon hours. Fully Tacha, big up yourself. Thank you for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight. Big up yourself. Fully Tacha, thank you for your super chat on the live for tonight. It is greatly appreciated. Alrighty. Big up yourself, Fully Tacha. Thank you for your support on the live for tonight. It's greatly appreciated. All right, guys, as we move things along, all right, so we get to understand that Yaksta, he was on the Entertainment Report last night. Last night was Friday night, yes, last night. And he had a few words to share for the public. And I mean, I was just listening as he shared his words. You know, big up to Yaksta, guys. Big up to these artists. Big up to what they strongly and firmly what they believe in. Hold on, I was about to play the video, but guess what happened, guys? The sound was not sounding. All right, hold on. I'm gonna unshare and I'm gonna share my screen again, and hopefully this should help with the situation here. All right, so take a look, guys, on Yaksta, based on his General Usha Mellz. I know your grandmother proud of her good. Hold on, hold on. Let me see something. I'm looking from StreamYard, and for some reason, there's a word that's blocked there. Of her good girl. I want to classify myself as a good girl. Never tend to hold that title to say I am good. Right? We are human beings, and we are capable of many things. General Ush. So what I would say is I always try my best, and I try to do the right things. But yeah, she was definitely proud of me based on my achievements, based on how I was able to carry myself in the world. And yeah, so definitely I knew she was proud. All right, let's take a look at Yaksta, guys, and see what he is up to, what he had to say on Entertainment Report last night.
Across to the general public is that you're just ranting, though.
Anthony, me a one rebel. Me no answer to boy and girl. Parents that try to pump me. Me protect myself. It's when I was down, I never saw them. So when I make and re-entry, why is it that everybody know have bickerings to say?
Yeah, Yaksta, why do they have bickering to say? Isn't human beings a funny creature though? Right? When you needed their support, when you needed their help, they were not there. When you needed their words of encouragement, they were not there to encourage. But as soon as you rose from the ashes like a phoenix and you stand on what you believe in, everybody's a critic and everybody has the most to say. Isn't that so interesting?
We do countless amount of songs. Listen, me, let me tell you straight. I want you to love people. My favorite artist are Chronixx. And all time Chronixx start the worst thing them in the world. His music is a little different from him. Him to clean up in dirty heart and in mind and come confront me like a real man.
Why are you bringing Chronixx into the conversation?
Because
Why?
you try to twist it up so me get raw. So you understand.
What am I trying to twist up? I'm asking you why bring Chronixx into the conversation. What does he have to do with anything?
I mean, have to do with everything. The same thing you ask about social media. The gossip, the twist. Now, to this question now. What have me fired up is the injustice in the music. Is how enough people who see as a leader pretend so much. The pretentious state. And them things that me talk about.
What do you guys think about the pretentious state? I think Yaksta have had enough. Yaksta said too much pretending out there, and we need to clear up those acts, right? Yaksta really had a few words to say. Love how zealous he is based on his explanation.
The thing what them do to the youth, them in the system, because you them want to look bread. Anthony, I'm saying, I'm not business about no career. I'm a farmer, I'm a plant the ground. Nobody can, I'm going to tell you straight. If you ever try to black me out, you fire me up more. I'm a war boy. So me a wrong man for anybody to pick. Very calm, collective. But you see when they want to punk, bush lad come out, man. This time we will forget it raw and real. And from your heart me attack.
That's not.
We think, guys, sometimes we just have to make it raw and real so people can know, people can understand. I think Yaksta is saying that enough is enough. Him just have to burn the fire wide. Wide and heavy.
How you appeared on the scene.
Yeah.
Are you saying people don't prefer the earlier version of Yaksta, the friendly farmer celebrating rural life? They want the angry ras?
Anger.
Because you're giving me the angry ras vibe.
No. I think.
I just want to stick a pin there, right? I want to stick a pin there. I know that Anthony Miller, he's been in Jamaica for a long time, but I don't think he's 100% like Jamaican. Somebody can fact check me on that. And something I've learned a long time ago, like not everybody get us when we're Jamaican. when we speak, we tend to have that sense of passion and that sense of zeal, or as people say, we are zealous. So a lot of people may not get, and a lot of people may not understand that. So you see the way how Yaksta is speaking, he's speaking from a place of passion and a place of zeal. Clearly you can see and you can tell that. And the quickest thing that Anthony Miller could pull for was that he's an angry Ras. And I don't respect that. I don't think I respect that, to call somebody an angry Ras, because he's being very expressive. He's not using expletive languages. He's not saying anything out of terms. He's just speaking from a place of passion. But that's easily can turn into, oh, you are an angry Ras. I really don't appreciate that.
I think you're using verbs right now, to be descriptive. Agitated.
Kwefa in the building. Big up yourself, Kwefa. Mellz, big up yourself, Kwefa. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining in on the live.
Rastafari. Angry. Whoa! I'm a very joyful individual. How did you reach angry?
Exactly. I thought the same thing too. How do we get from there to angry so quickly? How are you gonna, make that assumption so quickly?
Agitated is different from anger.
How this is going to come across.
Hold on, guys. I made an error there. Hold on, guys.
How this is going to come across to the general public is that.
Hold on, I have to move this up. What just happened?
How this is going to come across to the general.
Let's see if I can pull it all the way down.
The pretentious state.
Yeah.
Angry. Whoa! I'm a very joyful individual. How did you reach angry? Agitated is different from anger. You understand?
The first time Yaksta was the father.
All right, Great Normal. Thank you for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight. Great Normal. Yaksta sound angry for true Mellz. Him sound like him no monetize. Great Normal. Thank you for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight. Great Normal. Easy, All right, big up yourself, Great Normal. Thank you for that $5 donation on the live for tonight. Thank you. All right, so let's continue hearing Yaksta burning the fire, guys. Burning the fire.
I'm a Yaksta. This is not.
No,
this is a different
Yaksta. Food of eat, Mr. Miller, man. I talk about.
I get you.
Yeah.
People are going to say this is just Yaksta trying to create a buzz, because maybe right now his songs aren't creating a buzz.
His songs? We have the #1 song in the world. Not even in Jamaica, in the world. In the world. I know who put it there. The people them.
Say them Marasa still a walla in. Do not make you lion roar. This me iron shore. Sassy guys can't open up Zion door.
Mr. Miller, time to stop it.
Guys, how we feel about this Yaksta roar? This song is a big song, guys. Sorry for not. Maybe on another live I can come back and I can talk a little bit about that song. But big song. That song is an absolute banger. I haven't spoken about it on my live at all. But then when I came across this interview, I was like, oh my goodness, like I should have talked about Yaksta. But big up to Yaksta for that banger. I don't know what angle, Anthony Miller has. He seemed to be a bit more angry and frustrated more than how Yaksta is. But of course, big up to Yaksta for making the lion roar. I'm big up to him for that.
Most of the actors are liars. Most of them broken on the money. Most of them hungry. We want bread. We don't want a reality live it. We want bread. I'm going to put out the nice music. And the people want some vulgar fine, because when I talk subtle, it is not being heard. A voice that shouts make an echo. An echo make a vibration. A vibration bounce over walls.
Love that. Love that vibration bounce over a wall. We want to be that echo. Big up to Yaksta for that.
Still can't help being reminded of an earlier incarnation of Yaksta.
The version they met, I was 26. I'm 32 now. I'm a dad with kids. I have a dad belly, Mr. Miller. You understand?
I don't, and that's the part I don't understand either. Like, people tend to be so comfortable with the old version of you. You ever notice that? People tends to get so comfortable with the old version of you, that version of you where would be able to get away with a lot of things. That version of you that tends to be so tame and be so inviting and so controllable. But as soon as you come out and you have that voice and growth, as you would call it, people have the most to say about it. So again, I don't know Anthony's angle on this. I don't know where he's trying to go with this, but I mean, big up to Yaxter for doubling down and just to keep the momentum going.
What you talk about? I know the same thing. Me have grey hair, me not grey hair then. Me the fat body here, Mr. Miller. What you talk say? So me not have to change. Yeah, man, I say I go to Jamaica. We all grew up.
You gave me something of it earlier, but was it a case of trying to break into a particular group or a particular production unit?
What me can say, Chronic was the first person who share ambition, and Chronicler and some of them, and Proto J2 and Leela IK, because I can't call them names, because I don't hate war, me king. And the foolishness, me tired of. Stop playing them back of mind games, because the industry need everybody.
Mind games meaning what?
Mind games meaning that you will talk down for the next man because you feel like you're more superior. Every king have a timestamp. From once you enter the game, you're dating. We're not inciting violence on nobody. What we're talking about is a platform that is vast enough to be shared equally, and everyone reigns. But everyone wants to be at the top. Top of a season. No, somebody's at the come out from now. And the reality, I've been at already. So now I understand the little thing where I come with. These things don't mean nothing to me more than the music. I don't want to be a fly-by-night artist. And that me I talk about.
Some people might say, whatever it is you think of a particular camp or a particular group of people,
if you say their name, man.
No, whatever you think of a particular camp or group of people, you can stand on your own once your music is good enough and people respond to it. Isn't that true?
Mr. Miller, I've been busting Yaxter.
So why does it matter how anybody else is operating?
Because the matter in the eye is that somebody see me as a matter in the them eye. Me never see it. My hair them clean. You see?
Oh my goodness. Hey, Yaxter, come prepared, man. Big up yourself, Yaxter.
I them put matter in them eye and me don't matter enough in one. And me become a matter to them. Because I have the song that is trending now. Me have the two songs that I'm at. And I tell them if it comes a boom and going to exile and poil. Me are born a pretty Anthony Miller.
Yaxter said them going to exile and poil. Oh my gosh. All right, Kwefa, I think I did not see that that text earlier, but Kwefa says anger sometimes mean unafraid. Most definitely, Kwefa, big up yourself for that one. And General Oosh says Mellz, I saw Miller press the artist them. But no, I saw Anthony Miller go on, man. Right, years me grew up on Anthony Miller and some things that he does and say. I'm telling you, not for the weak of heart, I tell you.
Me no lying. And that not in front of listening to music, because they make good music. But then if it good, then dirty heart.
You're really making it very personal.
Yeah, me tell you when it become personal to me, when everybody start find things like, we wake up one morning, because I shoot the video for return. I mean, say, Yaxter and Chronics, Ray in a beef. So I say, well, this new to me. Because the last time me check, me rate them out there. So I want to outreach to him. Because him have nothing to do with what me that talk about. So when everybody start chatting on, people start rating and speculating, move away from that. Because that I take it from my album, Microphone Save Me, I'm a track Roar, I'm a track Return.
And your album title?
The biggest album in the whole world.
Your album title is a true title because it did in fact save your life?
I'm telling you straight. It's in the bus of your flap, because they don't want to tell them. I'm telling people about what. It lick your chip. It'll make you mad. You know why? Everyone that once loved you, destroy you slowly.
Is that true, guys? Everybody that once loved you destroys you slowly. You have to start talk up some things, you know, guys.
I find everything. I find peace. I look around who I have. I start valuing people who value me. Then I start valuing myself more.
Value the people them who value you, guys. That's a great that's a great feedback there. That's a very good what's the word I'm looking for? That's good advice right there, Yaxter. That's facts, General Oosh. Yes, definitely that's facts. value who value you definitely, and you value yourself more, most definitely. Anything else that's nice?
Then start take a internal insight. I'm all Evans. I'm start realize. You know one thing I can say to everybody? It's something that I never see a youth rise and envy. It interests me because the talent is so unique. Is it a burden that you carry? Instead of make it become anger, you make it become art. You want me tell you what anger me? People like to do things and hide their hand. You want to be a man for once, youth. A balls and have. Yeah. That me I talk about Mr. Miller. And a puppy show thing no more. And about the industry. When you can't cancel it.
Stop I do not on, man. Stop I do not on. Make no intentions known.
Anything, take visa, that don't mean nothing to me. I got live it in the sky, don't mean nothing to me. Nothing at all, don't mean to me.
But honestly though, you think this version of Yaksta is going to be what the road wants, or is this strictly for local consumption?
So if local choose me, then I choose local. I'm Jamaican first.
Was there a crucial moment, a tipping point in terms of the new you, the person you are now, a moment that said, this is the person I want to be or need to be?
They said, Yaksta to fall in line. Full time to fall in line. Yeah.
Them say Yaksta for fall in line to Bumbleclad. A lie. A lie I tell Yaksta. You see, I feel them turn to fall in line. That is it, Yaksta.
That's for me there.
Fall in line with what?
You ever see? We see we get next interview, man. When you come back a country, mash up the media again. That's what I don't like. I think when you're writing a book, you know, and you give the story too early, it has no thrill. Mr. Anthony Miller Bill.
Love that, Yaksta. Oh my God. Yaksta said when you write a story, when you write a book, you tell a story too quick. There's no thrill. That is it. All right, guys. How you feel about this interview with Yaksta? How you think that he did? I really like what I heard so far. Again, to General Ush, you know, that's how Anthony Miller tends to press the persons who he is interviewing. But big up to Yaksta. I believe he handled himself well. Big up to him based on being on this interview. And hopefully we'll be able to see you in the space again pretty soon for part 2, you know, with Anthony Miller on the entertainment report. All right, guys. So I have a bit of intermission here, guys. A little intermission. This one is featured Mr. Easy. This one is featured Wayne Wanda and Mr. Easy. There's a small intermission here. All right, guys. I have to share and unshare. Oh. All right. Run it back one more time. Let's see how it works, guys. About to run it back. Run it back one more time. Run it back one more time. Run it back one more time. Let's see.
Mr. Easy.
Got somebody, she is a beauty. She's got to touch her love so much, but now let your conscience set you free to whatever she working, hustling on the side. A little war go pop up in a whiskey, man every man run gone for machine. Say you wanna take my life, say you wanna hurt my wife. I was sitting at home, chilling all alone when I got a call on my cell. It was a friend from my crew who always kept it true, saying that he needs some help. I've been watching you, been watching me. And past when time come to sign up, this is enough of them out, they can't line up.
Wayne Wonder versus.
All right. A tiny intermission there with Wayne Wonder versus Mr. Easy. All right. Appreciate both of these artists. Both gave some quality music back in the day. Some of these songs had the ladies in a chokehold, of course. Big up to Mr. Easy and big up to Wayne Wonder, of course, for these absolute favorites of ours. General Usha, yes, he passed the test, Mellz. Absolutely. Big up to General Ush for that. All right. Let's keep the ball going, guys. Let's keep the ball going as to what's else happening in the space. All right. So, as you guys know, that I Show Speed was in Jamaica, guys. He was in Jamaica, and some people were happy, but come to find out that some people were not so happy based on the visit. Some people had some things to say. So here I have this video from JA Radio because he posted about the trip roundup and he had a few words to say and some other people have some words to say. So let's check out this video from JA Radio based on the I Show Speed situation and based on maybe I would say somebody in particular that wasn't so happy. So let's take a look, guys, based on what JA Radio had to say.
Bombard! People are going big up for yourself. You don't know your boy Wiz right now. I Show Speed in Jamaica. Holy! Was a good look, people. Yo, Jamaicans on the show up.
Big up yourself, Shinzilla Marta. Thank you for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, Shinzi. Thank you for passing through. It's greatly appreciated. Big up your damn self, Shinzi. All right, big up yourself, Shinzilla Marta, for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight.
On the short, on the go and go. Don't do what Jamaicans do best. You get what I say? And it was a joy. Yo, people, this is the side of Jamaica where we grew up in and love. I wish there was more opportunity for the world kind of see the real essence of Jamaica. We're not talking about the North Coast. We're not talking about the resort type of Jamaica. We're talking about the real essence of Jamaica, yo. If only there was a way for really market and package this, believe me, the world would have enjoyed it right now. I can't believe that this is the side of Jamaica where they must suppress all these years. Big up to I Show Speed. You would pass through. You don't know I Show Speed. Next generation right now. We have to embrace the next generation. The youth, them innovative nowadays, and we say, yo, I Show Speed and the rest of them, Kai Snat and all of them are pioneers right now. You get what I say? So big up to I Show Speed, work put in youth. But you don't know, with everything positive, you always going to find some look of bad mind, bitter people who are going to come out and find something negative to say. Which brings us to the topic of footer hype. And I mean, you know, you see the headline right now. So footer hype make a live recently. While everybody busy and rejoicing and say, yeah, it was a good showing. Jamaica definitely represented in the Caribbean, you know what I mean? And no competition or nothing still, but you know, Jamaica have to be the best at all times. So while everybody busy and celebrate, you always have, the bitter troll footer hype. I gotta run out and make some little statement. We're gonna listen to him, you know. All opinions are appreciated until we realize they're complete garbage or not. So we're gonna listen to him out and hear what going.
I just think at this point, guys, footer hype is officially known as the opposition, Mr. Opposition, right? When everybody going one way, footer hype will definitely go another way. But I love how this has been. I love the fact that this is literally it is literally said that, you know, all opinions are welcome until the opinion is just complete garbage or it's just rubbish, or we just, let's just say in other words, we just disagree. So let's take a look based on what the words that footer hype had to say.
I think one of the biggest problem Jamaican society is facing today is lack of self-value.
Whoa. We hear this again, people. What are the people? Because if you try to insinuate it's the fact that Jamaicans actually show up and, you know what I mean? We not say run back up, but you don't know, say if you dog up on a moving vehicle, the people must follow the action, right? So you tell me say no, footer hype, I got actually look on that as something negative to say people if you have self-value and them something. What on there?
I think one of the biggest problem Jamaican society is facing today is lack of self-value.
So what on there?
Need to be. I think one of the biggest problem Jamaican society is facing today is lack of self. I think one of.
Guys, how do you feel about that, guys? The man said Jamaica lacks self-value. How are we feeling about that? I would love to see how that drop into the whole conversation of Speed being in Jamaica and all of a sudden we lack self-value. Like, we didn't know that all along. What happened?
The biggest problem Jamaican society is facing today is lack of self-value.
Well, Andy, you tell me say this is coming from the man will openly come out and say Movado for mine him. The man will literally in 2026, how much years has passed? In 2026, you go forward and say, yo, Movado supposed to have mine you. Mavado owe you things. When time you were actively trying to help a bridging according
Shots fired, guys. Shots fired. Shot is indeed fired.
to Mavado, him feel like I'm bridging. I try to help him to reach to the level I'm supposed to reach, but all along, it's like Mavado never realized that, yo, there was monetary gain involved. At the foot of hype there, I talk about self-value right now. Well on there.
Lock it. Ready in a bus star. Wait. Oh. Oh.
Well on there. At the foot of hype there, we talk about.
Take your time, lock it. Yeah. Out there. FHM, Rich.
Well on there. At the foot of hype, yeah, we say bus star wait and you the the car back.
Rich.
No matter what do with footer, so watch footer though. Footer spread out your fuck. Watch him though. Pussy hole. Yo, watch him though. See the wall of fib self-worth there. The pan top of this, pan top of, what this? Is a Ferrari or what this? The blood clap. You know what kind of carry this? Wall of fib self-worth spread out pan the carrier.
Rich. FHM, Rich. Lock it, barber class, Rich. That's how we need a rich machine.
Well on the people, I try to understand.
Man say rich machine. Me not even see the logo properly, but the logo look like a Ferrari logo. Based on when me see it, it look blurry though. I don't know what kind of care that still. Me can't hardly see it. Great Normal, big up yourself in a Great Normal for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight. Big up to Shinzi, Mellz attorney. He represented you last night. Crux Queen Mellz. Big up yourself, Great Normal. Thank you for that super chat on the live for tonight. And big up yourself again, Shinzi Lamarta. Thank you guys for your continuous support. And thank you guys for, always big up yourself again, Great Normal. Thank you for that $5 super chat on the live for tonight. Big up yourself, Great Normal. And of course, big up yourself again, Shinzi Lamarta. Big up your damn self. All right, guys, let's hear what else Footer app is up here saying.
Done. Is this the person who's talking about self-worth? If you say, yo, Buster, wait, so you got skin out on a car back, and it's not even like a your Ferrari, right? Buster Rhymes waiting on you, So you got skin out so well on there. So they might drive you as the prize for bringing go to Buster. I mean, I understand what is the purpose of you skinning out on a man Ferrari. And then you come forward and talk about self-worth because the people I'm short for your youth. I show speed in a Jamaica, and you're going to try to put a negative connotation to that because the people I'm short and I represent all of the celebrities, them, the Popcorn, them, the Shensia, them, Jesse Royal, everybody, Sean Paul, who else, Beanie Man, all of them people. But I understand. We're going to listen some more and you are going. What are the people?
Jamaica. Me just want to ask one question. Who is I Show Speed? What is in claim to fame?
Me bombard.
Make more tomorrow than you did today with advanced analytics from Shopify.
Oh, yeah. All right, the odds them, guys. All right, we want to stop Footer hype this saying because Footer, I don't know where you're depending on Footer. Like, are you serious? Don't to the little kids them, bro. Don't to the little kids them know who I Show Speed is. Literally like, yo, my little nephew, bro. He's 6 years old. And from time to time he called me and asked me about like shit about I Show Speed and Mr. Beast and them Mondays. So what are you talking about and why are we acting stupid and we act so weird? Why are we acting weird about something that's so simple? General Oshima act weird, man. I don't know what Footer behave so. You might act really weird, like some weird vibe. Like I'm so flabbergasted, like by the whole ordeal.
People, yo, where I look on right now is bad mind personified. You're looking at the concentrated. You might talk about the concentrated version of bad mind right now. You look on bad mind, the essence of it, the source of bad mind right now. You mean if you tell me, say, yo, Footer hype, a person who is not even a doctor, a lawyer, or nobody, is a selector who play music. And you're going to try to downplay I Show Speed. Remember, I Show Speed is a self-made black man, yo. Matter of fact, I Show Speed is a self-made black youth. Because him just a crossover in a man right now. I'm not even a man with wife for that. Fix up. Burn off. Him just a crossover into that realm right now. I'm talking about a self-made youth. Because if you do the history and know about I Show Speed, you realize that even his own parents, or his mother still, to be more correctly, because his father, they are Jamaica, we believe in him. 100%. His mother never really believed in that thing. So she kick him out and make him go live with him father. Luckily, him have a father where actually believe in him.
Nobody should never come on the internet come and give you no whole history lesson. You do your history lesson before you come out come talk about people. Yo, Speed have 54 million subscribers. Absolutely, the money this man is making, crazy ass money, Shinzi. Yo, you think you take boy if you come out here and boy them do a whole Caribbean tour and an African fucking tour? Like, I don't know what is wrong with Footer Hype, yo. Like, this man, god damn it.
Dreams. And he would lock in and start stream that night and day and I recording videos and I do him thing right now. To the point where he's loved by the entire world. Let me say that again. I Show Speed is loved by the entire world. You have a youth right now who is actually implying, remember, yo, is a black youth. For sure, say, yo, black people make strides. Black people actually make a lot of accomplishments right now, and it we celebrate. A lot of people where see a run up and down behind I Show Speed in Jamaica, they got inspired by this youth and believe the next I Show Speed is coming from Jamaica. Because I watch a little youth named One Supreme. Believe One Supreme is next up. And if him apply himself, him can take over the world. Believe me, because TikTok a bridge the gap. So you have to say Footer Hype right now. Because we're going to listen some more and hear him off say, no. But him start off wrong already and I get me. Like, I just get high rated already. So you have to say Footer Hype. You're going to witness a young black man, right? A young black man with a deem as one claim to fame. Do you know how hard it is? You know how talented you have to be to entertain people for hours, right? For a live stream for 6, 8 hours, 10 hours, non-stop, and people don't get bored. You know the type of entertainment value you have to provide to keep these people entertained for so long, to the point where you're not only big in your hometown or big in your community, you're actually big in the entire world. Remember, you know, the man doing world tour. I'm Caribbean tour mother right now. Him go all over the globe already. You get what I say? Celebrities, everybody know him. And you tell me, say, when the man come to Jamaica, this is why I know say, yo, no, them all boy like Footer Hype, them out of touch and not understanding, and that's why the game run left them. The game run left them because them don't even understand.
Yeah, them too technical. Them tend to be so technical and act stupid. And that's one of the things. Too technical for no reason at all. I Show Speed make about 500k streaming. Is that guy? What's that guy talking about? Yeah, man. Too technical, man. Too technical.
Understand. This is how them always look down on content creators and don't understand it. Content creation and influence is the new currency, people. Boys and girls watching in Jamaica, don't make a all bit of miserable bad mind show like Footer Hype. Stop your dreams, bro. Content creation, having influence is the new currency. You see that little money that we see in your pocket, it is irrelevant. You see, if you have influence, a company will pay you thousands of dollars. Because if Footer Hype didn't research, you may realize that, yo, I Show Speed Caribbean Tour is actually sponsored. The youth to fly on private jet, courtesy of Expedia and some other companies that sponsor the thing. You understand? So, yo, the youth is literally walking around, him and bridging them with a backpack that can rival any big international TV network. Mr. The man a live streamer have 1.9 million people watching. 1.9 million people watching on a single platform. And you gotta ask the dumbass question, who is this man and what is him claim to fame?
Exactly.
If you don't know what I mean, it shows you how out of touch you are, Footer Hype. And it shows say, yo, all of your recommendations literally invalid because it just shows say, yo, you run on some outdated software, bro. Like you use some iPhone.
Oh, boss, some outdated software. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's funny as hell. Some outdated, bro. Like, and yeah, that's what you pay if you go do a little research. You know, pay if you go do a little research. Do a little research and you will know, but you just come out here for just bash and because everybody are gonna left you have to go right type of thing. But like the controversial thing, brother, like you mean by who is I Show Speed? Like, don't do that.
On 13 right now, I don't understand. We're gonna listen to some more people, cause Jaja.
Wine deserve a hero's welcome to Jamaica. Why? Anybody ask that question then? Anybody try to find out, like, who's this guy? What is his claim to be? What did he do?
If you only do one thing to kick off 2026.
Oh my god.
Yo, people, when I hear Footer Hype dunce, I'm gonna use out the dunce term loosely, but yo, it's a word we actually invented to describe a person when I no sense like Foota Hype, bro. A man say, who is this person and what is him claim to fame and why people are run up and down behind him? Can you imagine that, people? Remember, it would be just like the versus with Bounty Killer and Beanie Man. You realize the one opportunity what we have for sure the world with talent, right? It's like all of a sudden the world's mind was blown for say, Bomba, all along we had to look a boring versus.
Yeah, and a joke, bad mind, this, you know, not evil, the bad mind, so. Yeah, man, Foota does bad mind. Foota say, you know, why I'm claim to fame, bro. Like, Foota, Foota alone, I said this bullshit, yeah. And just I get people aggravated.
Every man that sit down and cheer, 2 months sit down and cheer and I talk about them song boring. Until Bounty Killer and Beanie Man show them how it's done because how we invent it, right? Until them man they show them how it's done, all of a sudden versus change forever. Nobody can go back to the look of boring sit down and cheer ever again because we set the bar. You realize that all these years they have been suppressing the real essence of Jamaica because the Jamaica Tourist Board and all them people, them not try to bring people at Jamaica and show them what the real essence of Jamaica is. You know? You see the welcome where I Show Speed get? Believe people. It's not even the fact that he's I Show Speed. You know? It is the fact that, yo, a visitor coming to our country, and because we are so warm and friendly, we are give them the real Jamaican introduction, which would I give anybody who's a visitor. Believe Jamaicans are this warm and friendly. I just kind of, the whole negativity was around Jamaicans, where we're going to get to really show and package and show people the real essence of Jamaica. I'm glad that the youth actually get to experience it. But not only him fans them, whoever, all of the people that watch online, them get a chance to actually learn so much about Jamaica. And believe a lot of people now start book them ticket to say, yo, I saw Jamaica nice, man. Look at all of the places where I Show Speed. I don't even know so you could have go in a street dance. Them.
Yeah, and just speaking of that as well, like I've had so much people who, when they ask me about Jamaica and they want to go visit the island and they ask me about it. Lots of these people, they don't really care for the whole tourist thing, guys. They don't really care for, you know, necessarily the beaches and hook up in an hotel. The people, they want to walk the streets and they want to know about the culture. They want to go, you know, down a trench town and some place where me hear some people ask what me say like, yo, make sure so not go to them places by yourself. Yo, these places you have to be careful. You get what I'm saying? Just as anywhere in the world where you go, you have to be careful. So a lot of people are watching. Yes, remember say the Monday on a Caribbean tour. That's just like free fucking advertisement, right? Well, when I call it free promotion, well, maybe not so much free promotion, but that's a promotion. Imagine you want to travel, go somewhere, and you, because you're watching this, you know, this tour, you can literally, based on what you have seen, make up your mind as to which one of these countries you want to visit in the future. That makes complete sense. So just imagine for people who wanted to come to Jamaica for so long, and you know, tourists is always gonna be a big thing for us, right? The tourist sector is always, you know, a big selling part of our culture. And you know, again, scrap the North Coast thing, scrap the beaches, them and stuff like that. People want to see the raw culture, and I Show Speed was able to be a part of that. A lot of people want to be a part of that, so that can be a very big sell for us, as far as, you know, the culture is concerned, and people coming to the island to be to partake in those things. Carefully though, being very careful, right? Not just wandering around.
I mean, you know, so you could have go this and eat this type of food and get this type of treatment and welcome. That is what they have been suppressing all these years, because what? The tourism where them advertise is not the real tourism. All of them money that we have spent on.
Shinzi, you like tasty patty? I like tasty patty. I prefer juicy beef.
Resort and all about, it's been sent back to all type of different countries. It's not coming at Jamaica economy. You see, if them could have find a way to actually bring foreigners into the essence of Jamaica in the garrison and the downtown part. Believe people, you can imagine what that do for the economy of Jamaica, the real way. All of the vendors them could have collect US dollars and all them something. And you tell me say Foota Hype right now. In all of this joy and celebration, you find a way to come out and make it be about yourself and negativity. Now listen somewhere. And this long dramatic pause, like him feel like he must say some shit like, oh my God, look how me open up the people's eyes. Bro, you open up the people's eyes to be a bad mind show like you Foota Hype. But that's all you want to do.
Exactly. Somebody said that Iman Kai. Only not think it's weird. Say somebody just pop up out of nowhere And him is just so popular for doing nothing.
Foota hype, the man never pop up out of nowhere. What are you saying? That goes to show how little you know. The man pop up out of nowhere, Foota. What are you talking about? Come on, Foota. Jesus Christ, man. What are you saying?
Alright, I'm gonna talk about this nothing thing when I talk about. I'm saying, yo, the man them popular for doing nothing. What does Foota hype really do, people? Because if I can apply that to Kai Sanat and I Show Speed, then the same can be said to you, Foota hype. What you really think you do? Walk with a CD pouch, go up on a stage and play the song was hot, like you choose the hottest set of song them where you know how to get forward, right? This is how I talk about people. That's why you don't have to be disrespectful to a man's craft. Because you don't understand a thing, it doesn't mean it don't make sense. You understand what I say? I Show Speed, Kai Snat, and all of them man there. They didn't just pop up out of nowhere. These people dedicated months, not about thousands of hours of their life for reach to the level where you finally get to know them. Kai Sanat, this is a man who lock up in a house and stream for 30 days straight to the point where you come like he almost lose his mind. You have to take a break right now. Because you can imagine, lock up in your house and stream. You lie down and sleep, you stream. You eat, you stream.
Kai Sanat is actually, I think he paused streaming because he wants to be a fashion designer. So he paused stream because he wants to excel in becoming a fashion designer. So I think he's in Europe right now. And he is, cultivating his craft for designing and things like that. So that's what I think what Kai is up to these days. So I don't know if Foota hype talk about come out of nowhere. Like Foota, do I look a research before you turn on your live, bro? Like you sound very, very, very dunce for real. Very dunce.
To entertain your fan base, right? These people put in a lot of work. There's a reason why it's not easy to replicate, because it is a huge dedication. It is a huge commitment for say you're going to stream your life for so long. Remember, yo, I Show Speed right now is one of the hardest working youth. I tell you, I admire the youth work ethic. So, yo, believe. Literally, when the youth there at Jamaica, I see youth are doing thing. Because we get news what they say, yo, him actually almost pass out because he might push himself too hard. Him do like 3 countries in a single day. Him really put in the work. You get what I say? And believe me, I am older than I Show Speed, and the man work ethic actually inspire me. I say, bro, feel like I need to go harder with this whole content thing, You get what I say? So you can imagine how much young youths. Because the problem with a man like Foota hype, the all outdated ancient people like Foota hype, is that them not understand, say, yo, it is a new generation.
Yeah, great, normal. I think Foota does have one of them style where he does have to do the most and say the most. If you notice his angle, when everybody say yes, him have to say no. Vice versa. I just think that's just his angle to get himself out there on the social media to have this whole uproar based on what's happening. I think he thrives on that type of thing. Because there's no way more come out and talk like this without do a little bit of research and come out and really say, yo, who is this person? Like, what? Like, are you crazy? Like, he must have an angle where that is concerned. Mellz, if him see speed stream right now, him would have run in and big a free promo. That's what I'm saying. So him talking like this, but him don't know what he's saying. And you cannot, that's my thing too. You cannot just turn on your live, have the most for say without do a little research for say, oh, you're gonna say who when everybody almost know who this person is, whether they want to or not. How are you gonna just run out and say, say the most on who is this person and rate and why I'm claim to fame? Like, Foota hype, man, if you do way better than this. And that's why when people style him up, you can't really say nothing because of the bullshit when come talk. I always get him in a trouble.
Right now. You see, when him the younger and him look up on all of the people before him, the ninja man and all of them people, you see, him used to look up on artists and worship artists, and it's not even worship. You get what I say? Because everybody needs somebody to inspire them. It's like when we used to look up the ninja man and all of them man, right? This is all the young youths them nowadays I look up to I Show Speed. I Show Speed is them entertainment right now. It's not the regular artists like what Foota hype would I look up to. The younger generation I look for who I lead right now, and the content, the influencers, content creators, are them really have the essence and the power right now, and corporate really a catch on. Like one of the things we can really turn the economy of Jamaica around, and we see it happening right now, is for a lot more people come out and create job opportunities. I see a company pop up recently, the Influence. I say Masicka work with them. who else? One Supreme and a whole bunch of people, right? These are people who are actually doing something great. We can benefit Jamaica, which is creating good content, because of something where we see talent being suppressed for all these years. We see King Tavi, one of the most talented youth right now, can't find a place for us hone him skills and get paid feet. You understand what I say? Because Jamaica don't have a film industry in all of these years. Can you imagine, Jamaica with so much talented actors and actresses, right? Don't have a film industry. And at this, I say the younger generation I work on right now. Yo, bro, you may say, put out on the content, work on the craft people, and don't make bad mind people like them. I'm really, honestly, I don't really have time for waste or even brain cell for waste or listen to people when nonsense people. And clearly, like me say, yo, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you act like a nonsense, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like Footer Hype, you can listen to Footer Hype. Yo, use them nowadays, like me say, people. I don't know, man loving or nothing still, but people have to understand, say, yo, the world I watch, the youth have a lot of people that stream right now. And for you get a moment and seize your moment, it can make a huge difference in your life right now. We see a lot of people run out and they make a huge difference. Believe me, this is going to inspire them to work hard right now. The world see them and them get a taste of that. And believe me, them not going to want to let it go. Them not going to want to let it go. I see a lot of people run out. Jamaican Spider-Man, believe me, that youth they work hard and him can take on the globe right now. Him soon get some phone calls. Believe me, if him apply himself, him phone are going to start ring. People are going to reach out to him because him style bad. We see Lindsay, we see a lot of people actually use the opportunity. Bad sicky, all of them run out and them seize the opportunity. Don't make no man come out and act like say, they want to mash up your dream, because yo, them don't normally believe in it, until it busts,
True. Until it busts, just have continue to work hard, man. Continue to work hard and prove the critics them wrong. Consistency, just keep showing up. That's true.
Yes, when it busts, you're going to hear say them help your boss. And we know that a Footer Hype style that.
Or them are gonna say, we didn't know that guy there, we didn't know the guy the other girl in or whatever. Them not gonna talk the other parts where, where them never believe.
Like I say, yo, I show speed rolling up in our place right now. It was a good thing, it was a joy, and Jamaica definitely represented. Beanie Man, big up yourself. Egyptian, big up yourself. It was like a concert, bro. Even the drone show, what me see? Yo, the drone show was crazy. I didn't know said Jamaica. Remember, yo, Jamaica no shot and nothing, yo. And one thing about Jamaicans, yo, we're proud, man. Look about the Talawai, people. Yo, we make great things out of nothing, people. We don't have no resources like some first world country. But believe me, we're not short at nothing. Remember, people, speed come from a first world country. I'm see the youth look up and see name up in the skies. I'm tell say touchy youth, but no say, yo, bro, look on the work I'm put in and look, a Jamaican man come first and felt that, Like the man look up in the skies and see name and see face and all him father the right beside him feel proud, people. And a Jamaica give him a feeling there. It's not coincidence, bro. This is what we do. Because we're people filled with love. And just because of what negativity pop up from one day, people kind of forget and lost themselves. But Jamaicans, we've always been filled with love, people. And that we want to share with the world.
Yep.
You get what I say? So we are like, if the minister them and everybody else can look on this and say, yo, this is an opportunity right now for the world partaking of the real essence, the street dance them. If make foreigners come in on the street dance and feel safe and can party and demand them, you don't know, so the youth with the calculator and Bermuda and, you know what I mean, all of them and them, Shelly Belly and everybody can run out and make people have a joy. Ding Dong can run in and be the ambassador. This is Jamaica. It is not that thing when I see a package and I try to sell overseas. That little North Coast, that little resort thing there. That is not Jamaica, bro. So people, yo, big up on yourself still, Tell me in the comment section how you feel about it. You don't.
All right, big up to JA Radio for that one, guys. We don't always agree, or I don't always agree, but this one was well packaged and well sent to us today, based on his views and take on the whole Footer Hype situation. So very much was said, and again, sometimes we hear certain narrative out here, we just literally have to come out and push back on those things. So big up to JA Radio for that one. Definitely agree with him 100%. Right, we cannot out here talking any and any things because, again, people are out here looking up to this individual, and people are out here want to make a career out of streaming and in the entertainment industry, being online and things like those type of thing. Things on time really change. And like one time when people want to become police and soldier and nurse and them things that and there's not that there's anything wrong with those things, right? But things on time change, where is a year of technology, is a time of technology, and a lot of people are moving in those areas. So we cannot just bash down people and not getting the full story behind why they do certain things and just quickly come out and talk. We just have to make sure and understanding that once we put certain things out, we cannot just simply take it back, and we cannot out here just looking silly, like and bashing down people and not knowing what the whole story behind the thing is. Like, do a little research, man. Do a little research. God forbid the people them just want to have fun and not take it too serious. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, take things too serious, man. Sometimes that's just what it is. Taking things a little bit too serious, and because you're taking things too serious, they make life harder than how it already is. But I don't believe that life is that hard. We're just out here to have fun and just enjoy the moment, right? Versus out here taking things too serious and being all upset and all of that stuff. Like, I don't know the ones them feel about this video, but I really appreciate this video today, right? And I appreciate you guys passing through tonight, being a part of the whole conversation, with me, just inside this Saturday Night Live, with us talking things relating to Masicka and things happening in the space. So, guys, I'm gonna cut this stream a little bit earlier than usual, guys. I'm really not feeling my 100%, so I'm gonna cut a little bit earlier. But big up to everybody, guys, who took the time to pass through tonight. It has been really an absolute pleasure. Big up to each and every one. It was greatly appreciated. Shinzilla Marta, big up yourself. Great Normal, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through tonight. Big up to General Oosh for passing through. Big up to let's see who else here. Big up to Just Skinny for passing through as well. Big up to, let's see who else we have here. Kwefa was in the building also. Big up yourself, Kwefa. Thank you for passing through. Fully Tacha, big up yourself, Fully Tacha. Thank you for passing through. Tariq also here. Big up yourself, Tariq. Thank you for passing through. Let's see who else we have here. Erico was also here earlier. Big up yourself, Erico. Thank you for passing through. Gaza Boss was also here earlier. Big up yourself, Siobhan, Schoolboy. Big up on yourself. Thank you for passing through. Miss Jacobs, thanks for passing through. Wireless Crocodile was also here. Big up on yourself, guys. Thank you for being here. Real Gunners was here, and Tuffet was also here. Untouchable was also here. Big up to each and every one, guys. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys in the next one.